Welcome to the Swedish Maker. Today we're going to lay down the floor heating and I'll tell you why it might be a good choice for you. If you missed the last episode, we did the entire ceiling in this room with an air gap and insulation, and if you want to go check it out, I'll leave a link in the description. Now, as you can see, we've also done some plasterboards. We did some joists to be able, is that a word? Joists to be able to attach the plasterboard, and the plasterboard is in place and we can now focus on the floor. So the electric floor heating we got comes in this kit. And in the kit you'll get the cable for laying it out on the floor and also a thermometer. So one of the perks with an electric floor heating is that it is free from the rest of the system in the house, and that means I can just turn it off if we're not going to use this room for a while. And the obvious downside of electric floor heating is that it's expensive. For every square meter of electric floor heating, it produces 150 to 300 kilowatt hours per year. That means with the current prices of electricity in Sweden, this would be around $200 a year for this little small room, so quite expensive. But we're not going to lay it directly onto the floor, we're going to use these foam boards, and the good thing about this is that it has tracks to lay down the cable, and they also prevent the heat from going down. So let's get laying the floor. Now, one thing to consider when doing this is that you need to have a proper electrician do the installment, and you can't do it yourself. And this is, at least this is in Sweden, those are the rules. So I'm just doing the pre-work and then the electrician can come and hook it all up. Or something like that. Okay, so we finished taping the electric floor heating to the foam boards yesterday, and we also tried the electric floor heating out because we want to do that before we put the floor on top of the floor heating. Otherwise it would be a pain to remove the floor if something wasn't working. So now that we know it's working, it's time to put on the floor. And in this case we've gone with a solid wooden floor. It's already pre-finished, so all we have to do is knock it in place. And it is pretty thick, as you can see, it's about 2 centimeters thick. And there's nothing better than walking on a heated wooden floor, I tell you. Trust me, I think there is some science to it. There has to be, you know, it just feels so good on the feet. Feet! So we're finished with the floor, and to sum up. If you've got a small space like me, where you don't need to heat it always, and it might be hard getting in pipes for water-based floor heating or just a radiator, then this might be a good option. It's cheap to install. The kit I got was around $200 and it covers around 6 square meters. And all you need is some electricity to hook it up. It's quite expensive to run, but you can control it with the thermostat just in that room. The electric floor heating heats up quite quickly in like an hour, so you can actually turn it on and off as you please to save energy. And mine is actually Wi-Fi ready, so you could potentially use it with your phone if you're into home automation. Another benefit of floor heating in general is that it covers the entire room and heats up the room uniformly. And an obvious downside is that it elevates the floor. And if you want to heat the entire house, you should probably go for water-based floor heating. Alright, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Feet! Feet! Feet!